signaling an impending landslide. And that's exactly what happened. Fortunately for all the cars and people involved, they managed to pass the falling mountainside just moments after total collapse. Number 23. Football, or soccer to us Americans, is a low-scoring game mainly due to how difficult it is to score a goal. That is, unless you're the wind. As seen here on this clip, the wind blew the ball back to where it came from, right into the goal. Do you think they count that as an official goal? The running of the bulls is an annual tradition in Spain. It's good old clean fun, unless somebody gets injured. Don't worry, no one was injured in this clip. At least no human injuries, that is. That poor car bore the brunt of the bull's aggressiveness. The terrified screams of the people inside the car says it all. Maybe running with the bulls isn't so safe after all. Number 21. Goats are terrestrial animals, so it's only safe to assume that they can't climb trees, right? Well, not quite, because these goats from Morocco's Argan forest have learned to climb trees. Just look at them, looking like large and particularly loud fruits. These goats learn to climb the trees to take advantage of the vegetation and probably to get away from predators. Number 20. Here's someone's grandpa having a bit of fun. But wait, did he just do a backflip? Yes, he did, and it's not one of those videos where someone dresses up as a grandpa and pranks total strangers. He's the real deal, and I can only hope to be as spry and nimble as he is when I reach that age. Number 19. Believe it or not, this beautifully choreographed dance, if you will, has no human involvement at all. The precise movements of these tiny cars are all controlled by AI or artificial intelligence. Given the fact that there are already self-driving cars nowadays, you might think that something like this isn't extraordinary, but you would be wrong. The sheer amount of computing power required to make these cars move in graceful unison is truly remarkable. Number 18. Nothing fancy here, just a couple of cars driving in the rain. It's pouring, so you really need your windshield wipers when driving in this weather. Something that the driver of the white car knows very well. Thing is, his car's wipers are broken, so he had to manually move the wipers himself. This takes the concept of do-it-yourself to a whole new level. Number 17. No, you're not watching a clip from a movie, you're really witnessing cars being swallowed up by the street, as if it had all of a sudden became sentient and hungry. This massive sinkhole appeared in Russia, victimizing all these cars, even dousing them with boiling water coming from the busted water pipes beneath the street. Fortunately, the cars were empty during the time, so no one was actually hurt. Number 16. This time, it isn't cars that are being swallowed up by the street, it's a woman who was just walking along and minding her own business while talking on her phone. The sidewalk literally gave way beneath her, and she was plunged into a 10-foot deep hole. Fortunately, someone saw what happened and came to her rescue, even climbing down the hole himself to make sure that the girl was okay. Emergency responders were on the scene immediately and tended to the girl, who fortunately only had minor injuries. Number 15. A falling tree is anything but graceful. Understandable, because cutting down trees isn't actually a work of precision. You can guide a tree to fall towards a general area, but that's the best you can do. Or is it? This clip shows a couple of guys cutting down a tree and guided it in such a precise way that the tree fell cleanly between two structures, leaving both untouched and undamaged. The look of triumph and relief of the two guys says it all. Number 14. This CCTV footage shows a shifty-looking man walking up and down a dark street. This man walks back and forth many times and looks like he's up to no good. From the looks of it, he seems to be checking if anyone was around, making sure that no one was going to see what he was about to do. He walked toward a parked motorcycle and looked like he was about to steal it, but surprisingly walked past it and walked straight towards a poster of 3 beautiful women, and giving each girl a kiss on the face. Must have been a fan. Number 13. Here's Hezbollah, you know, that kid who really wants to become an MMA fighter when he grows up. Well, because of his fight promos, he's become sort of an internet sensation. Anyway, he's got a lot of fans, and here he is shaking hands with one of them, which just so happens to be a cop, but for some unknown reason, Hezbollah gives the cop a quick elbow to the face. Looks like Hezbollah is going to be the next bad boy of MMA. Number 12. This next clip shows us a mouse just sitting still on the hub of a wheel. It looks like it's scared of something, and that something is just lurking around the corner. Next, you see a cat that is clearly looking for the tiny mouse. But amazingly, the cat couldn't find the mouse, even though its choice of hiding place is quite literally in plain sight. Maybe there's really something to Drax's ability to stand still, He becomes invisible, well, invisible to those who want to eat you, at least. Number 11. Isao Machi is arguably the world's best living swordsman, and the guy has a lot of world records to prove it. He possesses amazing speed and reflexes, which are enough to do incredible things with a sword, in his case, a katana. This clip actually shows him slicing a BB gun pellet in half in mid-air after it was shot at him. How he was even able to seize such a tiny projectile is beyond me, much more being able to slice it. Number 10. Believe it or not, people actually don't know a lot about the weather. That's why making accurate weather forecasts is virtually impossible. But one particularly puzzling weather phenomenon is this video of a heavy downpour of rain, but confined only to an area of a few square feet. I've experienced this before, and believe me, you'll find yourself in disbelief despite seeing it happen right in front of your face. Number 9. Vampires are mythological creatures, that we know, but every now and then a video comes out that challenges that perception. See this guy walking in front of the mirror, but as he did so, you'll notice that he didn't have a reflection. So is this proof that vampires do walk among us, or is this just a clever editing trick? You decide. Number 8. A lot of unbelievable things come from the news, but this is definitely one of the odder ones. You can see this British Chancellor exiting a building holding what looks like a red folder, but just a few seconds later the folder mysteriously changes color from red to green. Did he somehow flip the folder over, revealing another color without anyone actually noticing? No one actually knows for sure. Number 7. Catching a frisbee isn't actually as easy as it looks. People really do practice doing that a lot to get good at it. That's why watching this guy catch a frisbee at the same time he's flipping a bottle, which landed right side up on top of the frisbee, is truly next level. And that backflip right at the end is just icing on the cake. Number 6. The guy driving the red sports car in this video must have had some mad skills being able to drive underneath a moving flatbed truck like that. However, this video isn't a product of a skilled driver, but rather of someone with unbelievable video editing skills. The creator of the video shows just how he did it, and both the car and moving truck are actually CGI superimposed on real dashcam footage taken from a bus. Add a few convincing performances from voice actors, and voila! You have an unbelievable stunt video that didn't actually happen. Number 5. This is Luke, a not-so-typical golden retriever. Not so typical because, unlike other dogs, this guy can ride a motorcycle. Just look at him cruising around town with his owner. You can bet that this guy turns heads wherever he goes. Number 4. There are stunts, and then there's this. This stuntman launched his motorcycle off a ramp, did a backflip, and landed safely on another ramp situated on the opposite side. Ask any stuntman, doing a backflip on a motorcycle is difficult and dangerous enough. But this guy did this while a small airplane flew just a few feet beneath him. The skill and the coordination between the two people involved in this stunt must be pretty extraordinary in order to pull off something as dangerous as this. Number 3. What could these guys be looking for in this dry pond? Well, just a little bit of digging revealed that they were actually fishing. Fishing for catfish, to be exact. Totally unbelievable because who knew you could find and catch fish on dry land? And catching them is even easier when compared to the more traditional means. Number 2. The octopus is a very intelligent animal, and that's perfectly evident in this short clip. They've been known to open lidded jars by twisting the lids, and that's what biologists expected to happen in this clip. Here, a small fish is inside a baby bottle complete with a silicone nipple. Number 1. Crocodiles and horses rarely, if ever, come across each other. So when one of the reptiles sees a horse, it will try and take a bite out of it. Wrong move. As this clip shows, a horse's powerful kicks are enough to deter even the hungriest of crocodiles. Which unbelievable moment is your favorite? Let us know down below in the comments. Also, make sure to hit subscribe as well as the notification bell. That way, you'll get notified every time we upload new and amazing content just like this. Again, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.